Hello and welcome. I'm Joni Advent Maher. I'm a mystic, a spiritual midwife, and a visionary leadership guide, and I want to welcome you today. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm so glad to have you here. And if it's not, I'm still so glad to have you here. I want to talk to you today about something I see coming up time and again with the women that I work with and that I mentor. And it really is that issue of how we value ourselves and how we see ourselves. And so often we relate to ourselves as this small little fragment of who we are, and we miss that bigger picture, that bigger vision of who our true essence is and the aspect of our being that is meant to serve, that is being called upon from the world around us to serve, whether it's through opportunities or through our own heart inspiration. Love that. Came outside so you could hear the birds and the bees, and instead we're getting the construction work. So that's just how it goes. So I want to talk to you today about the fact that you are enough. Whatever it is that you're dreaming of accomplishing or doing or sharing, whether it's an offering that you want to put out, whether it's birthing your signature work or the sacred wisdom, like weaving those threads together of all of the wisdom traditions that you've been studying with, and knowing that you are meant to bring them together in a unique way. We all bump up against the question of, am I enough to do this? Am I enough to innovate, to create, to make the impact that I want to make? I have a client that I'm working one-on-one with who has an invitation to interface with a very high-profile organization and agency, and it's just completely in alignment with her goals and with her vision for herself. And we have been working with, and I've been talking with her about how to recognize that the who I am, that I know myself to be, is exactly what this organization needs. And whenever we are on the cutting edge, whenever we are innovating in some way, as the Radiance Equation, my ebook, talks about, we are not going to get the affirmation, the recognition, the green light, or the just the wide affirmation or appeal, because we are bringing in something new. We're bringing in something different. You might be creating something that has never been here before. And so people aren't going to understand. And that is your value. That is your gift. The beingness that you are bringing through, that is both developing this offering, this creation, this group, this coaching work for this particular organization or place, like that is it. That is what qualifies you. It's what is in here. It's what's in your heart, your body, your soul, your wisdom tradition that you have lived is what qualifies you, and it is enough. It is enough. It's not about what degrees you have. It's not about what your CV looks like. It's about the essence of who you are. It's about the soul ray, the soul codes that you are here to bring forward. And so it's so easy for us to get caught up in because we're shifting the paradigm, because we are the bridge, you are the bridge to get from the way we have been functioning in the world to the new world, to the world that is more honoring, loving, compassionate towards everyone, that has a place for everyone in the whole. We are the bridge. And because of that, it requires our beingness and our essence and that wisdom of our heart to be the gift and to be the transition. And it can be so easy, as I've said again and again, it can be so easy to doubt that, to wobble, to be in that place of wobble. And I know that wobble really well. We wobble, and that's why it is so valuable and helpful to both have support or to have reflections, to have those people in your life that can reflect back who you are and what you are here to bring. Whew. So I want you to take a moment and breathe that in, to put your hand on your belly, put your hand on your heart. And I want you to imagine that your future self has her hand on your back, like the center of your back, behind your heart space. Because while you are enough, you will be going through shifts and changes in order to get to that place, in order to make the impact, in order to deliver the gift you're here to give. Each step incrementally that you take does shift and change you. It does bring in more of that beingness and more of that presence. And so it's important to work with that and to work with those pieces of ourself that we are, whether calling home or uncovering, depending on how you want to look at it. Because I do believe that the one exists within you already, that radiant one who is here to accomplish and achieve and touch the hearts and souls of all those beings who are praying for the gift that only you can bring. They are out there and they are waiting. And as you go through each step by step, whether it's the creating of the program or the creating of the package, or when the opportunity comes along, saying yes, even though you're shaking in your boots, or sometimes building the airplane as you're flying it because the opportunity presents itself and you have to pull it together in order to deliver and make it happen. All that shifts and changes us. It brings us back. And it's not that it makes us more or better than who we are today. It just amplifies and fulfills that essence in a way. It just, I like to say, fills us up with ourselves, becoming full of ourselves in the best possible way. So my dear revolutionary heart, I want to thank you for being here with me today. And again, to reflect and remind you that you are enough. You are enough to achieve whatever it is. And the cicadas are supporting me with that affirmation. And I want to invite you, if you have not checked out my new ebook, The Radiance Equation, The Visionary's Guide to Coming Out of Hiding, Owning Your Wisdom, and Creating Your Greatest Impact. The link is in the description box below. You can access it for free. And I want to give a shout out. Starting this month, I will be hosting on the last Monday of every month a visionary leadership activation circle. And it is the place where we will, body, heart, and soul, be touching into that potent and powerful essence that you are, and amplifying that and anchoring that and helping you ground it so that when you do go to take those next steps for yourself, that you have that foundation. So I don't have that link yet for you in the show notes, but if you sign up for the ebook, you will absolutely get an invitation to join us. And if you're seeing this video down the road, you can check the description box because it may be there by then. We're doing this one step at a time, being imperfectly perfect, being as human as we can be, heart open as wide as it can be, and showing up as our full selves. That's how we do it as Revolutionary Hearts. Much love, and I'll talk to you soon.